Well, welcome back to the Prospect Hut, and hopefully you like this video and hit that subscribe button. So we're getting ready for the opening day, less than 6 days away, 5 days away as I record this video. And I'm getting very antsy, to be honest with you. I just want to get the season started so we can have an idea of what kind of team we have. I cannot judge the team based on spring training. But we've had some interesting things over the last couple of days, particularly with the Met prospects. We had the spring breakout, which was fun to watch. But we have 4 under-the-radar Mets prospects to watch in 2026, according to SNY. We'll go through it. Now, a lot of these players I've not seen, so I just keep that in mind when I put out the information on this channel. They're not in Mets top 30, but that could change this year. When evaluating the farm system, it always starts with the top-level prospects. And the Mets have some top-level ones in Nolan McLean and Carson Bench, both of whom should make a significant impact on the 2026 Mets. That means those 2 names are going to be graduating off prospect list in the coming months. The true sign of a functioning quality farm system is its depth and prospects who are not spoken about much breaking out. Things can change quickly in the prospect landscape. An example, A.J. Young was not ranked in the top 30 list this time last year, and now it's ranked number 3 in the 2026 version, and is considered a consensus top 100 prospect. I would say by the middle of the year, if not the end of the year, A.J. Young will be the Mets' best prospect. Based on the fact that from what I've seen in spring training, I love the fact that he has an ability to cover the plate from left field to right field, the fact that he's got major speed, and I think there's some power in that bat. The fact that I saw him hit a home run to left center field during spring training tells me that there's some raw power there. That I can tell you, that I've seen. Here are 4 under-the-radar prospects to keep an eye on heading into 2026. First baseman outfielder Randy Guzman, who we saw in the spring breakout game, and he looked very impressive. Guzman is teetering on no longer being under the radar, but he's a new name that is beginning to crack top 30 lists for the first time. The number 19 prospect in the Mets system was signed as an international free agent in 2022. And the Dominican Republic as a small scale signing for $10,000. He is the younger brother of former top 100 prospect Ronald Guzman. After struggling in 2 stints in the Dominican Summer League, Guzman had a breakout 2025 in his first season stateside. In 75 games between the Complex League and Low A St. Lucie, he had 302 with an 898 OPS. He also added 22 doubles, 10 home runs, and drove in 57 runs. Guzman possessed the second best power tool in the system, behind only Ryan Clifford. He has plus bat speed, and his batted ball data was elite in the Florida State League. He had the bases loaded in this game on Thursday, and he hit the ball to the track, to left field. So he has power, but it was caught at the track. He consistently was able to barrel the ball and hit the ball hard. His 108.8 miles per hour, 90th percentile exit velocity was at the top of the FSL. And he had a max EV of 112 miles per hour. Swing and miss is part of his game, but this was more with chasing off speed out of the zone. His in zone contact rate of 82.7 is slightly above average. With some approach adjustments and continuing his special batted ball data, Guzman could take a big leap in 2026. Keep an eye on him. Could be playing in St. Lucie, and he could fly up the list. Right-handed pitcher Camden Lohman. Mets drafted Lohman in the 8th round of the 2025 MLB draft out of Fort Zumwalt North High School in Missouri. He received the 3rd biggest signing bonus in the class at $797,500 to lure him away from Missouri commitment. His bonus equated to roughly the value of the 96th overall selection, a 3rd-round pick. He was drafted as a projectable 6'4", 195 mile per hour. 6'4" and 195 pounds. Mets put him on a strength and nutrition program, and he's already up nearly 20 pounds. I'm all right. Reporting the camp around 212 pounds. Number 26 ranked prospect in the system was a late bloomer as a pitcher, but he's up to 95 to 96 miles per hour on his fastball and shows the natural ability to spin a slider and a curveball. Mets are also working with him on adding a changeup to his arsenal. With the Mets' recent history of developing pitchers whom they drafted in the middle rounds, Lone stands out as a high upside arm that will get his first taste of Pro Bowl in 2026. Pitching you need to sort of understand that is in the Mets system. His name is Peter Cuso. He is hurt. He's 18 years old, 19 years old. Some kind of laboring problem. So he's going to be out a while. So that's just a little discouraging because I mentioned in other videos that he was a guy you need to keep an eye on. Infielder, outfielder Junior Amparo. Amparo was another value international signing as a bit of a later sign. He signed in August of 24 as an 18-year-old for $10,000. He had a strong pro debut in 50 games in the Dominican Summer League, hitting .312 with a .903 OPS. He had 4 home runs, stole 16 bases, and had more walks than strikeouts. One thing I could mention is that we've seen a lot of stolen bases from these players. I don't know if it's because the bases are closer, the bags are bigger, but I've noticed that in the Mets system. A lot of stolen bases in the Mets system. Much more athletic group of players the Mets have in the system right now. Mets people laud his bat-to-ball skills, and he flashed some good exit velocity numbers despite a 6-foot, 170-pound frame. As he physically matures, there's belief that there is more impact in the bat to come. And Powell is a hyper-versatile player, having played every single position on the diamond except catcher and pitcher in 2025. He's following a trend where the Mets are going to focus on promoting the bat-to-ball type prospects stateside quicker. And Powell will likely start 2026 in the Complex League. While he did not crack the top 30 prospect list, it should not be surprising if he makes it there next year. Outfielder Jonathan Enriquez, who, again, he was another player we saw at the spring breakout game. The Mets signed Enriquez as an international free agent in 2022 at the Dominican. He had a very strong second half with low A St. Lucie, posted a .916 OPS, and carrying that over to his small sample size at High A Brooklyn at the end of the season. He began to impact the baseball more as the season went on, averaging 89.5 miles per hour exit velocities, which is a borderline plus number. His maximum EV of 108 miles per hour was an average number, but he's working on his bat speed, so there could be more in the tank. He's an above-average athlete with speed. In 2025, he played all over the diamond defensively, but the Mets will focus primarily on center field with him while keeping some versatility in the dirt, likely at second and third. He should start the 26th season back in Brooklyn as another name to keep an eye on that did not crack the top 30 list this run, but could within the calendar year. Again, he's tough to sort of, a lot of these players, you don't know what's going to happen with them, and they're younger guys too. Younger guys coming in from the Dominican, some of them. But Enriquez, we saw him, and the mention was that he has a long swing. These are guys that are very... Now, Guzman, I would mention, I did not hear about him until last year. So he popped up on the radar last year. So he's a guy I expect him to go flying through this list and really be considered a very good prospect by the middle of the season. Well, you let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to this channel. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you later.